My name's Kate Cawley and I'm Creative Director of Wastesolve. We are an environmental management and sustainability consultancy. We're part of Cawleys, which is a family-owned waste management business. I'm third generation and we've been running the Cawley side for about 70 years now, although Wastesolve is quite new. We've set that up about 4 or 5 years ago. No, not at all. If anything, I probably completely rejected it when I was younger. Certainly didn't see there being a role for me. My interest was in originally sort of marketing and communications. I joined Reuters as a graduate and worked in the marketing and corporate communications team for 5 years, and then it was about 7 years ago that my father approached me about joining the business because they were starting to set up a sort of informal partnership with the first AD plant for the UK. So I guess my dad recognised that he needed someone with my skill set to sort of market and sell this service, and I think the whole renewable side really interested me. I could see that it was going to be quite a growing industry and quite exciting. I'm in a fortunate position in that because I came from a big corporate to start with as a graduate, I'm still in contact with a lot of those people that still act as mentors with me, and I was very conscious about bringing that approach over to the family business. Certainly I would still consider my father a big mentor for me, and I still use him as a sounding board. I'd be foolish not to with his sort of experience, but even with the clients that we work with, and I work at sort of board level, the people that we work with, you know, they're big brands, you know, they give me a lot of insight and experience, and you know, there's a lot of that we bounce off each other. So I'm very fortunate with both our client base but also the existing infrastructure within the family. I feel that I get a lot of mentoring and support. I'm very focused on how I can retain staff and my team. I have a fantastic team and I certainly couldn't be doing what I'm doing without their support. I'm very constantly thinking, how can I keep them engaged? How can I keep them wanting to keep working for me? So we support them with a lot of their sort of personal and learning development. One of my team is currently doing an environmental management masters at Cranfield University, which we're sponsoring. We've got other courses and sort of packages that staff are doing, and I'm constantly asking them, you know, do you want to be involved in this project or that project? And because we are quite small, I have the flexibility to involve everybody into a lot of projects, so everyone has quite a broad function rather than being quite sort of tunnel vision on their sector. The UK is still a fair few years behind Europe with regards to the whole renewables and recycling technologies out there. Certainly when we're going to source new treatments and investing in our own facilities, we always go to Germany, we always go to the continent to see what's out there because they are ahead of us, and they seem to have a lot more of a joined up approach. We started working with anaerobic digestion plants, you know, 7 years ago when they first started appearing in the UK, and we were very excited by this technology, and certainly by this point we expected the UK to have a multiple kind of network of plants, and unfortunately that just hasn't happened, which for me it's because the session of governments haven't been joined up, and the investment and kind of push behind the renewable sector just hasn't been there, which for me is very disappointing because we want to move fast and we want to help our clients use this technology, but it just isn't there unless they've got the funds to invest themselves.